There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers are giving us here and the parents of them. The work with my life without again.
I lyrical
Master.
Clear police who make on you. I can't ask you to be venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money. And I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rider, lofa, and grandmaster.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the biggie, and I forget it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle rider, lofa, and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Foreign people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise from best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandpa to Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, Sano to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Indeed, Sktv, we are the best in Liberia. Sktv, we are the best in Africa. And Sktv, we are the best around the world, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of you, our listeners, our viewers, and those of you always supporting us with a little 1 or 2 cents. Indeed, we want to say the pleasant good evening to all of you. And thank you so much for all you do. You know, we stay on the weather. I know some of you stay we stay on the weather, but how be it, God be God, with all of the strength, we are to come here to talk to you, our people, and be able to inform you about all of the happening back home, back to back, and all of the rest of the world, things that are happening, you know, around the world. Because, mind you, though, we all live in the global village. That's why when things are happening in other countries, then that means you got to start to prepare. If I put on some of the thinking cap, and because one of these days too, who knows? Because guess what? Yesterday, when we were fighting our war, the 1990 war, see what happened in Liberia, and today other countries too are fighting war. So to tell you that thing will happen as human, as long as we live under this sun, there are a lot of things that are going to happen. The wicked people, the people who don't want to see the eye being peaceful or the society being peaceful, they will always want to do things out of the way the greedy want. Those ones who are greedy, you know, we are greedy people. It's just obvious. Because if we don't have greedy people, how can we have poor people? You know, the reason why we are having poor people today is because we are greedy people. That's it. Nothing else. When you have greedy people, then you have poor people. Because the greedy people, they will take all. You imagine how many cup of rice, how many, in fact, what type of food that one person can eat. Even the 0.5 milliliter of water, some of you can't even finish all. You got to drink that, or maybe the water. Sometimes, you know, you got to take it step by step, and you know, to have your system going. But at the end of the day, some of us we have almost everything We have everything under our control. Yeah, the way we want to be. So greedy. We have millions of dollars in our closet. We have everything. We put other people into urgent poverty. We make thousands of dollars per month. Just imagine. You're making 15,000 every month and someone making $100. Sometimes these things are just been so greedy and wicked, that's it. Legalize corruption. That's how we do these things here in Africa. We put our people into urgent poverty and make them to be beggars. Where in fact, let me play the first video first from the video, then I'll play the PAP video. But again, good evening, people. Help us share the show. Those of you who are watching us, please help us share the show. Mark, but Aliu and all the rest of the team will be here this evening, or better say this afternoon. Yes, indeed, they will be here with us. So many things to talk about. I think the issue between Liberia and Guinea is still the same, and our people are still there in Guinea. In fact, between our border, or in fact, the border between Liberia and that of Guinea, there in Lofa County. That situation stay on hand with Honorable Yaka Koluba now making the airwave. He's the one now taking the day. The government of Liberia through the House of Representatives, they are now talking about maybe expulsion, suspension, or so forth of Honorable Yaka Koluba. That's one of the latest news coming up in from our corridor here in Liberia. So yeah, Brother Ali is setting up. We'll bring Brother Ali on very, very soon. Brother Ali is setting up. But please help us share the show. Emmett Hammer, my good friend and brother. Good evening to you. Good morning, good afternoon. From Castle in Gibi County, Emmett Hammer is one of the strong supporter of the media. The man who love the media so much. I listen, I follow him on all of the platforms, government platforms, everywhere you think about independent platforms and some of the other platforms you follow, and that's good for you, Emmett Hammond. Thank you. Good way to go. We all want better Liberia. Let me bring Brother Ali on. Let me bring Team Liberia.
Later.
Okay. All right. I think Brother Ali is still a little bit busy, but I will bring Brother Ali on when you're ready. I don't know when you're ready. Team Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. Brother Ali, good afternoon, good morning. Are you thinking? Are you building? Are you loving? Good afternoon, my brother. I have a friend of better say good morning.
Yes, or maybe good afternoon from my end. How was the weekend? How's the family? Good afternoon to our listening audience and follower. Glad to be here today. How's everything?
Wonderful. We're doing good, my brother. All is well from my end. Yes, even though we've been battling the fresh cold, but again, this thing happen. Sometimes the system, you have to take some break on some things. Sometimes people don't understand. Sometimes we have a little fever. They feel no, the system is battling. The blood that you have in you, there are some sensitive things that also go through, and you have to battle. Yeah. So yeah, the weekend was great. Was good. Apart from the social news, some of the social news I had to do with a young lady who sprayed her husband with I think 5,000 USD. That social news broke out, and we enjoy it because, mind you, though, we the men too, we need happiness. Sometimes women feel that maybe they are the only group of people that love money, or in fact that want money. No, but we too, we like money. We want money. That's why we keep working for money. But at the end of the day, most of our women, they feel that they don't want to give us money because when they give us money, some of them they feel that, in fact, they do it behind the scene. Say this. There are a lot of good women out there who do these things, some behind the scene. They're not left for people to know, that they're giving men money. But I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's bad. But because for us here in Africa, Brother Ali, our society make it look like when the lady is helping or maybe giving a little financial stream or maybe help to the man, then I mean she paying for love, she doing this. So are we also paying for love too with the men? So my brother, I think my weekend was great. The social news really caught my attention. Apart from that, yes, politics is still moving on day by day, even though in my county, my senator was also seeing Senator Zopeno giving teacup to our elders. And I don't know why, maybe they're feeling cold, or maybe they want to drink tea. So you have to give teacup, and that also happened over the weekend. And the border, the Liberia and Guinea border situation still the same. We are still waiting until our government. They are exerting all efforts, making sure that at least we regain our territory, or as you may call, our border or our piece of land. So yeah, so in fact they are working. Yes, the political space over the weekend also we saw the former ruling party, the CDC, also in Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, where they have their induction ceremony in Buchanan, where thousands of their supporters turn out, and that was good. And also the PAP, the People Action Party, also heard about Honorable Sir Joseph, Senator of Monterey County. Also over the weekend they have their, as you may call, they have their convention, and that was great. Also with their supporters turning out, even though there are some discrepancy or some misunderstanding with food business, water, and so on that happened, and that also went out wide into the news, into the media, especially the social media. Then also before our coming home, also this afternoon, I think the French, in fact, the embassy here responded to Front Page Africa, a team story that we had, I think, on the 24th of March, relating to the president making a call to French president that indeed they wanted the situation there in, or in fact, between Liberia and Guinea, so that the French government maybe will be able to look into that. So the ambassador said that no, that entire information was not true, even though the government remained tight-lipped after that information came out. Yes, indeed. But again, my brother, all is good here in Liberia. Our president, our government, they are working hard behind the scene to make sure that they better the livelihood of our people. Quickly, on the Boyaka Koruba situation again surface. There is news that indeed the team, the leadership today have their meeting from the House of Representatives, and in their meeting, they place on the agenda that they put Honorable Yeke Koruba expulsion. Also were placed there, and that raised series of misactions this afternoon when that news broke out that the government is planning through the House of Representatives to take Honorable Yeke Koruba out of that place, and that met with a lot of misreactions. We haven't yet getting any official response, maybe from the House, as to whether when will that happen, as to whether they will do it or what's going to happen next. But Liberians are giving up their own best reaction. So my brother, so far so good. Maybe you can respond to some of the things if you want to, the social news, do it bit by bit before the day goes. Thank you for also coming. And in fact, how was your weekend too?
Oh, Bebo, thank you for the update. The weekend is okay. It's very, very, very okay. Liberia message, very, very normal G. Yes, glad to be here, as I said. And to the social issue, there's a girl we saw on the internet. I think that's one of the thing that taking the internet. She went to Liberia, married a man, bought him 2 acres of land, iPhone 17, and after marriage, spray $5,000 on him for appreciation. And I was like, is this real? I thought this was just the content creator and all that stuff they can be doing, but not knew that was real. Yes, I think that girl I'm hearing that. I think she this. I just forget why she dating in America here, and she was paid 80,000 United States dollar. So the $80,000 she was paid out of what she got. So she making maximum use of it, going to marry men, buying lot of land, acres of land, buying phone. But I don't just follow most of these things. But I heard that her first relationship, she even bought him car and did a lot of things, and at the end of the day, he dumped her. And this is another one, buying him 2 acres of land, iPhone, marry him, putting $5,000 on him. Okay, we wish her success. So now our sisters in Liberia, our brothers in Liberia, rather, if any woman come from overseas, when they can pay $5,000, my brother, don't agree. And the new thing that men, they get 5 billion plus women in the world. They get 2 billion men. So just look at the ratio. You see, 2 billion men, 5 billion women. You know the shortage of men now. So they get when she go when she pay $5,000. So you shouldn't say that over there somebody just come before they bring you here to give you that green card, they must start to benefit you by giving you something like $5,000 first. Then they settle you, then they give you resettlement package before they bring you on the side. So,
and that's just a fact. But Ali, you are quite correct, because the reason why people go into most of the relationships, sometimes, like for example, the reason why you see the young girl who between the age of 19, 20, 21 will want to get married or maybe get closer to a 50 years old man is because of financial strength. It's nothing different. It's just because of money business. That's why you see sometimes most of you old folks, most of you people who don't have money. Sometimes somebody will say, oh, what about carrying it? What they are going to do with that? Means you don't have money. So what they're going to do with you? That's just how it is. But I need to just add up to what you say, my brother. That's the fact. And even though people keep saying this thing been happening, maybe frank, this thing been happening. There are most of our sisters who do this thing behind the scene. They sometimes carry some of the guys from here, carry them to the States. Sometimes they build other things. But there are other questions and things that keep coming out, and people keep wondering to also is the impact also on the life of their family members. But I'm not saying that they shouldn't pay for love or they shouldn't cherish their love. So why some of the people who are in these habits, how come their family members are not also feeling the impact?
the problem, like that girl, excuse me, her parents, I think they are here in the US. They brought her here. According to what I heard from other people, other women, on social media, this and that, her mother brought her here. I don't know if they follow too here. But my brother, that's it there. Like I said, the Bible said during the end time there will be 7 to 1 or 7 women to 1 man. And we are getting there gradually. So this time now people have to be very careful. Hold your Polaris, hold it tight.
Oh, yes, because let me make it clear to you, but I knew that. Let me be frank today to most of our sisters. These are facts and these are real issues. I heard a story quite recently that the lady also, I think I also, in fact, I came down quite recently, and she and a fellow through into some kind of friendship. So she went to told, he went into his girlfriend because he's into a relationship. So he told the girl that, don't talk, don't say nothing because, I be an girl because of support. So most of the women, they know very well that this thing happening and they're taking this thing. So then what's stopping you now for even becoming mate? But Ali, if you would take that kind of thing as woman, somebody will tell you that, oh yeah, because you don't have it. The reason why you're taking that is because you don't have it. And the man is looking for money. And you too, you want the money. So you will not use a man as business. I've been seeing most of these things, most of these things, but I knew that sometimes when most of our sisters who have the upper hand when they calm down, maybe when they guy, when they into some kind of friendship, that guy will not go back to his woman or his girlfriend that, they put in a long time here, they come here for only 1 week, 2 weeks. So you allow me to be with them, and other thing, yeah. And they will agree.
These are some of the deception and hypocrisy. These are things that poverty can do, because like you say, yes, it happened. They are men dating women back home, talking to them, and those guys, they also having another relationship back home. But when this guy is coming down, and she will be like, oh, that man been sending me money for upkeeping, and he coming, so you just have to wait. He only here for 1 month or 2, 3 weeks, and nothing that guy get to do. He will have to be on the sideline. And also happy to some of our sisters. They were sponsoring those guys back home, and when they're ready to go, that guy will tell you, girl, that woman been sending some money, doing this and that. The way she coming, just stay in your lane. So it's happening on both sides. As I thought that saying, yeah, that's the fight. Neighbor is a deacon. Neighbor know the Bible. The Bible say during the enter there will be 7-1.
Oh yes,
That's it. So if you
no,
get your
but
man
even Brother
now, you
Ali.
have to make sure. But first of all, this thing can happen like doing in the village. You will see sometimes a man will die and you will see his wife. She will another man will come and say, "Oh yes, let me kind of lay cola for the woman just so my name can be on her." Because that woman want to be under somebody control. Whether that man get 2-3 wives, but she will agree. You see, so these things are happening in the interior and thing. You see, and time will come, it will not just stop in the interior, it will come to the city.
But I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference from being a side chick, for example? Like speaker say, you know, let to hear the kind of what's the difference? Somebody married men, they call it, but they may have maybe about 2 to 3 side chicks. And in side chicks, they agree because it's not happening to them. They are not the one at home. But they agree to, or maybe for that guy to be going to them, or maybe to be going to that person, to be sleeping with that person, go there, and in fact, they know very well what they agree. So for me, I think it's already happening. Maybe the only thing is maybe it's about the quota that they pay, that's all. But for me, from all indications, one man get more than 4 or 5 girlfriends here and there. Is that anything happening, my brother?
And maybe it is interesting to know that a girl was leaving a man for cheating. This man is legally married and loving to her. She's a side chick. And she caught the man with another. She caught the man with another girl. She said, "Oh, the man here, he's a cheater. I can't continue to be with him." And she broke up with him. Are you in your right mind? This man is married and cheating on his wife with you, and you leaving him because you saw him with another girl. You say he's a cheater. I don't really know, but that's a bit more like getting to the politics.
Yes. So quickly before we go to other politics, you know that he says something very, very interesting. That we do business with one another. Now, what he said not too long about, oh yeah, when the person come down, then the other person will tell their partner, say, no, you got to bet. So that means we are fooling one another because of property. That's why some of us are we into so many relationships. Because but anyway, you just said about it makes sense though. We will tell our girlfriends or our women that they get here. Then they get to will tell the husband they happen to I think someone around GSA rule, I think sometime this year, where the men now finally now had to marry to the lady. The lady went, oh God. The lady went to the guy they may now my helper, yeah, and there the man they won't marry me, that I fake marry, we want you to go to the States. Wanted to follow down the fake marriage turning to real marriage. They got half what? He said, no, I can't sit down here. But you been sitting there, they get been going and coming. They get will go somewhere and sleep with the man and come back. Oh, my brother. I think we are all just faking each other and we don't even know what we want. And that some of them want listen. And I want to be made. But you are already into being made because I know you will agree for you to even be having something to do with someone who is legally married. That means you
are sleeping with a married man, then you say you don't like mate, but you sleeping with somebody else's husband, and you say me, I don't like mate in my life. I'm very jealous. You very jealous when you sleeping with a married man. Children. You born a child and undercover, nobody knows. When they ask you who your child father, you happy that you feeding my child. So this thing happen. But that is it.
Thank you, my brother. So let's move this as social talk. Let's say thank to our sister Alice for making the ball hard. For some of you women out there who always requesting for data, for this, for that. Every day you want things from with the men. We are even knowing the kind of pain, frustration, and everything that goes through. Every day only you are get problem. Must say small thing. So they our sister now make everything easy. That indeed. Now and then, before you ask the man, you should be able to bring something on the table. Most of you women who have things on the table, let me tell you people today that can go in the market to go and sell. You are the real group of women that we men looking for. I told someone one time, and Brother Ali, before we close, I said, what the essence are you going to church to be wasting your own time? Go look for a job or go look for business to do. You will get men.
Maybe our sisters, some of them, they are wasting their time because nowadays No man looking for beautiful woman. No man looking for nyansh. So all the thing they doing, they wasting their time doing BBL, this and that, all kind of thing. You have to be a productive woman. Everybody looking for woman that when you give her $5, she will bring $5.50 or $6. So whole day you want to be plucking your eyebrows and fixing your nails here and there, doing all the BBL, this and that. You wasting your time. At the end of the day, that's how you will be. You will tell somebody, let my knee, your knee should just be on me, yapa. Whether you marry me, say this and that, well, this is how you will end up. So people have to be very careful right now. Or no man after this thing now. When you go do your BBL, you do all the things, somebody coming around you, the most beautiful woman in the world are the woman you know about. I can tell anybody they have to be very conscious and focused.
So that's it. So men are not getting more expensive. Men are now getting more expensive, important than you think of. Those of you women out there, don't abuse men. Most of you usually abuse us. But when we try, you men, finish, we will no longer take all of the kind of morphine that will be in the home, will be struggling with you people. Yesterday say, I struggle with you. No, you are not struggling with me. You were in fact, you were observing me struggling. Because if you say I struggle with you, but that means when I go say, you go say. When I go hustle, you go hustle. But you don't hustle, you just send them to the horse. I go look for a cup of bread, all I will come and eat. They say, when you're not having nothing, I was there for you. No.
Yeah, but we're not sleeping also. Then you say you're not having nothing. You may be sleeping also.
But that's it, my people. That's it. Social life, people will just pass through with most of these things because there's no life without social interactions. Most of the life that we are living today is just because of some of us, we have terrible hearts because we don't want to let things go. We don't want today, even there are a lot of men today who don't even know their own children. Their children don't even know one another. They don't even know what's going on because of the issue that people don't want for the wife to know that they may have child outside, the girlfriend having the child here and there. All these things for me, I see most of these things are just been so terrible. Then you suffer the children for no reason. The children as well know one another. They are now in some kind of secret places, hiding here and there just because of other people's hearts, just because of people don't want to take things. Nobody want to understand. Nobody want. By the time you hear about nothing business, things that I even been seeing, people want to divorce already. Just imagine, people want to divorce just because of alleged people are loving messages, accusations. People are leaving various homes, and the same people that will be leaving homes, they will go and join the other single society.
So that either may born
or so my brother move on now. What's the news with the latest
for the issue here? Starting with the issue about Yeka Koluba or Mayborn, this government they have to be serious. Like Senator Dillon said, Yeka Unde change George Weah need to Joseph Bakani. And the last time you played the video here when Yeka Koluba was telling people, if you are only voting for me, so that if Mr. Kumis win as president or Joseph Baka win as president, I shouldn't talk, don't vote for me. You are wasting your time. If you think you are voting for me so that the person that will become president, they say Liberia problem, na old age problem, then let's leave Josh Weah there. Or you can say all of these things and people say when they voted for him. And those things that Yeke criticized the previous administration for yesterday, this government is doing the same thing. This is the government that talk about love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia. They came to rescue the Liberian people from what they were going through under George Weah. But those things that you people criticized yesterday, you're condemned, and you people are doing times 10. But today, you want for Yeke Koluba to come and praising you, to embrace you, to breastfeed you because of bad governance. Yesterday, Yeke spoke against bad governance and corruption. And he was very vocal. And yesterday, you're cherishing him. You're calling hero. But today, you're doing the same thing. You don't want for Yeke to talk. The same thing you did, you took up to 9 months just to remove Fonati Kofa. Misusing the country resources, paying people to sign, to post signature together just to remove Fonati Kofa. Today, see what our people are going through in Lofa County. Instead of you're focusing on Lofa County to see how our people can live in peace, you're focusing on Yeke Koluba. And to impeach Yeke, or you're talking about to expel him whatsoever, no lawmaker will go sound without you paying him. This government talk about mismanagement, misuse of country resources. But see what they are doing today. Now they are putting lawmakers together. We are hearing paying them 50,000, 25,000, alleged they just to put signature together to suspend or expel Yeke because of his critical voice against the administration. And yesterday, when the other people were talking about Yeke, Mo Ali is on record. Nobody can fear Yeke. You can intimidate him. You can suspend him. He speak as he sees it and how he speak. But today, he's speaking as he sees it. It become problem. It is the people that talk about love Liberia, build Liberia, and think Liberia. Because yesterday, George Weah was doing it. You're criticizing him. And you're doing the same corruption today and bad governance. They should praise senior. The Unity Party, they are very smart. And this is what Chairman said the last time. This is why they make sure they get the Senate, they get the they get the judicial bench, and they also get the legislative. So when you come to Senate pro tempo, they get it. You come to Justice Minister, they get it. You come to House Speaker, everything is under their control. There is no check and balance in this government. So they can do anything they feel entitled to. So instead of you wasting your time, taking that energy, taking resources to make sure you expel Yeke Koluba or suspend him, I think it is better you take that money. Our people who are homeless in Lofa County, you try to find money to make them to be somewhere that they will live a better life. You go to electoral privacy, speaker gain them for the 8 hours, giving national disaster management for the 8 hours. They go to finance ministry, no money there. But today you get money to pay lawmaker to put signature together to expel Yeke or to suspend him. And yesterday you talk about wasteful spending. So everything yesterday the government talk, this was just scheme. They are doing times 10. Yesterday they see where Yeke were vocal on George Weah and all the entire administration, and you were happy of it. He's doing the same thing today. Why you want to expel him now? So it's just like this government, they want to be like dictators. There will be no freedom of speech. We said this thing, the issue of putting Prophet Key to Saul Beach, it was not because of what they said, oh yeah, he called or he did this. Those people, Yeke Koluba is their target. I said it here and other people say it. Yeke is Unity Party target to see how they can silence him or to get rid of him. So they will only say, oh yeah, we set precedent, we did it on our own Prophet Key today, and he in Saul Beach. Yeke is Unity Party target. You did the same thing according to DeLong, or harmless seat, wherein Fonatic Kofa was working foot to foot with Joseph Boakai, where he made sure spend millions of dollars to remove him as speaker. Yeke taught for 6 years. What thing George Weah did to him? Just do the right thing. When Yeke is criticizing you, he say you're doing this, he's putting you to check, he's putting your feet to fire. Prove him wrong, do the right thing. But instead of going after him and focusing on what's supposed to be your priority, you leaving it going after Yeke, it makes no sense. This is the 42 years experience Joseph Boakai King, where they call him man of integrity, man of wisdom. We don't know when he's going to apply his wisdom. Mr. Conan, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brother Ali. Mr. Kane, I don't know whether you there. Maybe
he stays setting up.
All right. So yeah, even though my dear brother, thank you. I will be asking a few questions as to whether is Yeke removing Yeke or suspending Yeke going to solve the problem there in between Liberia and that Guinea with that border situations. I'm going to be asking you, but again, I don't know. For me, from all indications, I'm still confused. I'm still trying to wrap my head around some of the situations or to see what's because some of the government officials today who had job today with the finance minister, but then he was not in country. doing all of the tough talking when Yeke Koluba and the rest of the team, when they were putting their chest, their political chest to the political bullets, standing firm, challenging the government. Foreign Minister on around. Even the Jeremy Pia and the rest of the team member, most of them, they were not in country. They were somewhere around, enjoying themselves, doing all kinds of things. The only thing is only Facebook post and so on, and that's it. But today, on the Boyaka called about today, who was seen into the trenches, the villages, the bushes, he making sure that the government come to power. Today, because of speaking, they are now trying now to have him down or to intimidate him. In fact, they've been doing that. I think that was sometime last year or a year before, maybe 2024, I think on Boyaka Koruba was also suspended. Now again, the next one we're hearing now is expulsions. And I don't know how that goes, because even if you do that and you call for another by-elections, if Honorable Yeke Koruba have to participate, he will win. He will win massively.
And you can't stop him from not being on the ballot.
Good.
You see?
So why you want to destroy our resources? Why you want to waste all of our energy and time on things that make no sense for me? That's it. That's what I just said. Allow people to freely talk. That's why we call ourselves a democratic or a democratic system. People have to freely talk. But if you want us to be behaving like Guinea now, saying Guinea a military leader in Guinea, nobody has seen some of them. You can do the kind of thing like Guinea. You can't do it now because the man who in power is military man, and you know how they meant to power. Even the men going back to say, in fact, let's come back to this and that. You saw the men dissolve 40 political parties in Guinea. Some of you never even following some of the news. So there's no way they can easily compare yourself with Guinea. You far from what Guinea is doing because the kind of leadership system you have. Until maybe when we have a king system or trusteeship or we are military leader now, then we say, okay, we'll not be talking the way we are talking. It's the same talking that brought the government to power deliberately. So, yeah, Mr. Kane is here, but let me ask you this question before Mr. Kane come on. Do you think by removing Oneboyeke Koruba going to solve any problem, they're going to put food on the table of our people, the bread and butter issue going to be solved and better?
But maybe you and I know, even when you expel Yeke Koruba, it's not going to change anything because we always ask in the Unity Party, and this is my question to the Unity Party. This is 3 years of Joseph Boakai administration. What have this government done that has impacted the lives of the Liberian people? Nothing. Nothing this government had done. You see, you always doing things that are not supposed to be your priority. Try to rescue the Liberian people. That's what you came to do. Because if you even say get rid of Yeke Koruba, you talk about another by-election, if Yeke say you want to register to vote, will you stop him? No. And you will even say make people will vote for him more than the percentage that he just one way. Because people will say, okay, and you're going after Yeke, people will leave for county to county, for district to district, they will go there to go vote for him again. You see? So this government should try to be focused. So if you have a government that don't have plan, they don't have strategy, nothing, this is why we see them doing it, will just be all over the place. This government right now, where our country is, you see the price of gasoline in the country, you see the price of fuel, you see what's happening in Lofa County. These are things the government should be focusing on now. Repress everything going up in the country now. These are things that should be your priority right now. But instead of going after Yeke Koruba, it's not going to change anything. You did the same thing today, you went after Funati Kofa, you got him up. What impact does that have on the life of the Nigerian people? Nothing. You see? Mr. Kone, are you there?
Yes, I'm here,
Okay.
guys. Good afternoon and good evening to Mabel in Liberia. Let me say good evening to the followers. Yeah, I've been trying to get in touch with you guys, but fascinating topic, With the issue under discussion right now, This is just power grab. This crop of leadership you got in our country right now, their priority is just to have power at all costs, come rain or shine. You know, maybe when the war started in Liberia in 1989, I know the likes of Gregory Coleman, because I've been made to understand he was born 1981. He was like maybe 8 or 9 years old when the war started in our country. And when our war started in Nimba County, the first person that signaled our war was a chief called Jerry Goyen. And when Jerry Goyen reported out to the Doe government, it was the responsibility of the defense and the joint security of Liberia to even question our chief. And by the time, Edward Kumusako was the Minister of Internal Affairs. And Jerry Goyen was questioned on issues by the defense and the joint security of Liberia. It was never the police. But because you have a partisan police IG in Gregory Coleman, that's why he's even jumping the gun to write the legislative branch, especially the lower house, to make an inquiry into a statement made by a sitting lawmaker. When in fact you have a ruthless guy in Liberia that has a notoriety, a record of murdering people, but because he's an ally of this government, he has never been called to question. This guy, in person of Naked Bud, talk about how he's going to, by the time the people look in Lofa, they will be in Conakry. Literally talking about invading the capital of another government or another country. He has never been questioned. He's an ally. So it's like they would never question him. But what the question there, what have Yeke Kolba stated that is not manifesting itself today? Today you have foreign troops on your soil. Not for a day, not 2, not 3, not 4. You're going to 2 weeks now. They are there. They have invaded. They didn't even start to Solomar. They went to Quadaboni district. Yeke stated that. He said the people will not stop here. They will go so and so. And they are proving him right. But because Yeke is not dancing to their tune, they are vicious and greedy for power. They would do any and everything just to silence critical voices in our country. It is not the responsibility of Gregory Coleman as a police to come be writing all around the place. When in fact the whole episode started in our country, have you heard from your defense minister? Have you heard from your chief of staff of the army? To even the joint security chairman, who is the justice minister of the republic? Have you heard officially from them speaking to the Liberian people about the unveiling situation in our country? No, that's not the case. But the issue that when it comes to them exerting power on their own people, they will suppress them. But when the country is invaded, your land is taken away, no, they don't care about that. So this is a bunch of irresponsible and greed for power bunch of people that are leading our country today. They were, just imagine you have a legislative branch for a ruling party that don't have majority in the House, but they demanded that they must get speakership of our country. They demanded that they must get pro-tem position in our country. When the previous government was in power, the reason why they had a speakership, because they have majority, predominant majority in our House, both House of Senate and of course the legislative House of Representatives. Predicated on that, they voted a pair to be speaker, deputy speaker, and of course pro-tem. But that's not the case with a group of people. This group of people, they don't have majority. They do have the mandate. They were not elected by the absolute mandate to lead the country. But yesterday they want all of the powers in the country. So they need condemnation. But this is what I want to close on. It's not about Yeke. I know the recklessness of Yeke in so many different ways, especially against the previous government insulting people. But This is the monster that was nurtured and created by the very crops of leadership in our country today. The president at the time, Vice President Bouaka, used to be sitting on the podium and Yeke exhibiting the same attitude there, and he laughing about it. They salivating, they pressing all over the place. Today, the shoes are thrown out for, they can't tolerate it. They don't want dissenting voices. They just want everybody to fall in line, or they come after you. And that's what you got in our country today. What I want to state here in the closing is that the opposition is not up for Yeke. Again, I'm not here to blow the trumpet of Yeke Kolba, but the opposition, there should be immediate joint statement in condemnation of silencing dissenting opinions in our country. They need to draw the line on this kind of recklessness. Otherwise, it's going to be a situation they will start to purge people. They will start to purge all dissenting voices over there. And at the end of the day, you get nothing to do about it. It needs to stop. They're not even prioritizing the plight of the people in Lofa County. By the way, this is the home district of the sitting president. It's been invaded, and they're telling the populace nothing. But they're telling you they must call legislative branch for recess to come and remove another sitting lawmaker. Even if you remove Yeke today, it's not going to silence him. Let it get that straight. It's not going to silence him. He will speak his mind still, and they will have to listen to it. But because power is all that they want, the people in the country, maybe breaking down the homes of the populace, displacing them in their own home, and they said nothing about it. Lastly, the very legislative branch, they pay a visit to that particular Solomon. Have they issued any official statement or a press conference to even address the press on the visitation to that place? No, it has not happened. So I just wanted to point those things out. And the opposition, it should be a collective effort right now. The likes of the ANC, the CDC, and everything, to issue an official statement in condemnation of the attempt of those kind of things. They're not supporting Yeke, but they should stand firm that those kind of behavior needs to desist. And by the way, any lawmaker from the opposition bloc that vote to remove, they're calling for this kind of statement. I'm not talking about anything else, but this statement that Yeke made is not an expulsion statement. If they should vote to do that, those lawmakers should be listed and primary in that very party and voted against regardless come the next election. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Even though you said a lot of things, in fact, you make, in fact, that's anything that you said that myself coming to my attention that had to do with the chief of staff and the defense minister. They are not talking, and I don't know why. I don't know whether maybe the government is telling them not to talk or not to tell us, or in fact not to give us any update. I think you are quite correct on that. The only time we heard from the joint security head was when you were warning people that, and that's the kind of society that we're living today. Things that yesterday that people criticized, people insulted people for, people said all kinds of things, people said all of the worst of things yesterday, will come back to the same thing. Yesterday, almost all of the things to do that we are singing again, that we're talking about again, everything happened yesterday. We were talking here and there. Today, we all on the same microphone with these same things. That you have your defense minister, you have your chief of staff. How come these people are not talking? What happening? Why they don't want to talk to us? Why the government itself not even responding the way we want the government to respond? Who is responsible? Who are those people that went down there to go do money? How come our equipment was seized by the Guinean authority, which of course our government have been negotiating for some time, only for us to reach or to get to where we are today? And people think that it's just about political parties, it's just about who coming back to power and who not coming back to power. But Brother Ali, you listen to our brother, what's the human brother with these things, that everything that is circled around Yeke, instead of us focusing on how best to reclaim our land or our place there, we are now shifting most of the attention now to Yeke Koruba. I don't know whether we buy time or we just want to play low on the happening. But what say, how come the chief of staff and the defense minister, they are not speaking? What happened?
You see, and this is why you see the government, they want to silence people not to talk about what is happening in Guinea. Yes, and which is not good, because I think the government owed the Liberian people transparency. These people campaign on transparency, integrity. These are things that they talk about. But today, President Bouaka used taxpayer money. He went to Guinea. He came back without telling us anything. Every day they say, oh, they are handling dating in a diplomatic way. They are following diplomacy. You going through diplomacy, and you see the people continue to come now from Makoma River. They coming to the other area, say Sodoma or Wetin and Buddha. The people keep expanding, and you say you going through diplomacy. You can continue that. The meeting, this government refused to tell the Liberian people the cause of what is happening today between Liberia and Guinea. Okay, President Bouaka, when you went over there, you came back, you were to tell the Liberian people, I went and met the Guinean president, and we had a conversation, but this whole thing started like this. This is what led to this. But today, you don't want to tell the Liberian people, and you say you don't want anybody to see any negative thing about what is happening. You see, and you owe the Liberian people anything that is happening in the country. You there as a president, you're responsible for the people, their protection and everything. And today, like I said, what is happening in Lofa, it should be the government priority right now. This is why the government should be focusing on now. Our people in Lofa country, they are living like during the war when we were back home, 1990, all the way to World War III. Our parents then we face the bundle and thing, we everything prepared. Because anytime in the night, we expecting rebel to take over. And when you wake up, you just pull that bundle on your head, you're running, going. Even in the day. And our people can't be low country living like this at this kind of time. And the government, they don't want to focus on that. They don't want to prioritize it. But the removal of Yeke Koluba should be that priority right now. What will impact the lives of the Liberian people when you remove Yeke because he's critical on the government? What impact that had to do with the country? You see, that's just being very irresponsible. Because removing Yeke, it had nothing to do with the Liberian people. Do something that is going to impact the lives of the people in the country. But this government had no play. So it's just another wasteful spending. Like I said, no lawmaker will go put their signature on the paper to remove Yeke when you don't pay them. Just how they did it in Funatikofa case. And the government, now they don't have money to resettle the people in Lofa County, but they have money to pay lawmakers, even if it is 25 to 50,000, just to gather signature to remove Yeke. This is not good, or not a rescue government that came to rescue Liberian people. Love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia. This is not good. This is not the wisdom of Joseph Boakai that they brag about. This is not the experience we expect to see from President Boakai. If Yeke is criticizing your government, he insulting you. Yesterday he did it, and you were praising him. So just play him no mind, and then do what is right. If Yeke say you are doing this, it is wrong, and you know, yes, it is what you are doing. He has exposed you. Go back to track and go and get on the right track to do the right thing. But removing him, it makes no impact on our lives. It has nothing to do with the Liberian people, but it's just another waste of time.
All right, so let's listen to Honorable Yeke Koluba by them when you were part of the opposition or the CPP by them, and I don't know what is Honorable Yeke Koluba the problem or the quote-unquote politicians who are moving from another end to another end. What are the problem? So let's listen.
I'm breaking all your activities.
Christian, where are you? In the bathroom.
Come on, vote for me. Don't vote for me.
Saying to can't tell it in the bathroom.
I'm breaking all your activities.
Maybe what happening to the
Well,
audio?
I don't know. Maybe it's a network, but again, yeah. So I wanted to play this video coming from Boyete Koiba about what he said during his term with the previous opposition. Well, so yes, so when Boyete Koiba is saying that all of you, that them, let me see. All right, I think we'll get it done later on. But again, quickly before we go for the news break, but Aliu, for me, I'm mostly concerned about the trend our leadership is not taking, because by this time, I think the so many things that the government campaign on with the issue of the bread and butter, that one now, someone will say that I don't hope I've been dashed, because if team presses now transportation, even like very interesting. The people release transport fare. I don't even know how that works. I don't even know what happening. But you see, my brother, that's a country for us. So I don't know whether the government, they are focused, or they're just jumping from place to place, looking for distractions or looking for news or looking for what. I don't even get it, my brother. So where are we with the entire thing? Is now Yeke Kuluba now becoming the maybe, I don't know, place, or maybe sort of attractions, or maybe focus point. Why are we so focused on Yeke Kuluba instead of bettering the livelihood of our people?
The Sokone, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, I'm here. Maybe it's a great question. The priority of the people is not paramount to this government. The plight of the citizenry is not paramount. Because right now you got skyrocketing prices in the country. They got no solution to the problem. They're not effectuating anything. Even the transportation fare, they're not even effectuating that in the country, people. Nothing they got control over. It's a known fact that Liberia is an import-based economy, meaning everything we use in our country gets imported. But because they fabricated lies that brought them to power today, you can lie your way to power, but you can't lie to government. The reality is that people will be living, the strategies of your government.
So
it's the day-to-day activity that is seen. It's a practical thing. Saying something and doing it are two things. When you're opposition, you can say so many things. But when you're in government, you have to practicalize those things. And those things are not being worked. It's not working today. But it's not a concern. It's the concern that the people will take fabulous money today, Mabel. If the people can't even explain to you the $10 million investment in FOIA, you think they're going to explain anything else to this country? The records there is just so high. They're not going to do it, Mabel. So if you ask the question about Yeke's situation, like I stated, I'm not here to blow the trumpet of Yeke. But what Yeke stated in this particular case, I'm not talking about all of the insult here and there, but a particular case wherein people are concerned today about, they're going to remove him because he stated something. They deem it treasonous. It's not treasonous. It's the reality. What's about the war law, naked butt that stated that he's going to invade another country? They will be in our country's capital. Have they called him for questioning? No, because he's an ally. Everything Yeke stated, they have manifested himself today. You still got the people in Liberia, territorial boundaries. And they did not stop to where they invaded, but they moved further in Kwadiboni district. So to prioritize that, this is a transfer aggression. So they're going to do everything and anything to meet their goals, to silence the life of Yeke. They want for everybody to fall in line. You got a regime speaker that got and went and lied to the people over there talking about you're going to mandate. That one, like he was subverting the authority of the president. And today the people are still over there. Now a cup of water they are giving to those people in Lofa there for any relief assistance. But yet they're talking about removing Yeke. So maybe the question there is that It's all about power grab. These people want a one-party system in our country. That's it. So I know you go into the news now, so we'll talk later. Okay?
Yeah, yes, indeed. So let's go for the news break. We'll join you people later on after the 15 minutes of news break.
And we're live from Capitol Hill. Where former finance minister being flanked on the left and right side by Abdul Kane and that of Avin Wisa. And they are marching all the way from the Temple of Justice there, passing through the compound of the main campus of the University of Liberia, and suddenly walking, no battle cries as it is usually done. Where you see slogans, political slogans will be chanted. So basically it is a youth league. So they're marching. I don't know why this walk is all about, but so like we're told that this is a solidarity walk initiated through the Lively instance. One Minister Twe, as you are aware, he is currently in court. So not many numbers behind him. Not the usual numbers, not the usual what are doing thing. He's waving to people, not the usual what are doing thing that you see. Stopping by. So not a usual political atmosphere that you may see, never see this yet around. So Equatorial. This is a solidarity walk by the Youth League.
To this program, our senior leaders, you are all welcome. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Well, I say thanks to the BCA for that stellar welcome remarks. And at this juncture, we will call on our traditional heads to traditionally welcome our delegates, our guests to Grand Master Council. And so the stage is all now yours to traditionally welcome our people to Grand Master Council. Exactly. In Jesus' name, you say here that you can get sick to the sugar. No sugar can cope where the Buddha live. We bless all the citizens that came. Whatever they say, they come, they can't take it out. I came from all countries. Because of the law of the citizen, I'm here today. So I need to give it to food that responds to the very food. Honorable Natana Paramange, we believe in you, we trust you. Then we agree that you can be the CDC-led government. Even so, I must tell it to the referendum. In Jesus' name, we give it to you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name. Thank you ever so much. Our candidate come closer to us. The pastor may have a power. Thank you. The pastor may have a power. And I thought the pastor may change. The person who sees that is the person that always take you there. And again, the pastor may say it is in the hands of the stranger father that the stranger can be fed. You serve Grand Pastor County as a superintendent for 7 unbroken years. Today, some of us, as a pastor citizen, we are praying to God by praying for the number of people not. And one of the reasons for when we are praying to you, we couldn't become to enjoy your leadership. So today, as a hierarchy of the CDC, and government officials are present here today, we in traditional people want obligation to welcome them. But we cannot do it without you. So, Chief, as you are here today, we are so happy to welcome our people. But we cannot do it without you. After the program, 4 years ago. But one of the target programs in terms of the get community, that is why you just see few of us here. More especially the outdoor community, the meaning of setting. I hope the community will discuss about what number 2, number 3, and number 1. Saturday we will see our house of men dancing around here. Today we giving you this. That is our own way of welcoming our people, and we cannot go without you. Thank you all so much. We give it to you our own words of mission. Amanda! Away to! All right, Chairman. I will not be Joe, please rise and help me to deliver this. As a representative of this district, here are our guests. The global chairman is here, who superintends all across the 15 political subdivisions, because the CDC is the passion of hope for the Liberian people. And having said that, I will use this occasion to convey a traditional message from a traditional people to you, to our national leadership. In doing so, I present this to you. Our people say they can make finding ground basket and always see a rush. When you meet people, when they bring you here, when they call you, they put an end to tell you, say they are hard, very clear to you that 2029 will be no-go zone. You can hear the response from the people. Somebody told me that they want to be today. Because they said, brother, finish setting their legs, they're already frustrated. So, on behalf of the executive committee of the Grand Basel CDC chapter and the traditional people, we present the traditional token to you for all your information. So, our global chairman and the former chairman and now senator of Maldivi County.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Citizen, oh yeah! Are you ready for the battle I hear? 2029 is shown. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman and our Senator from Maldivi County, Chairman of the Citizen Legislative Caucus, can you please rise? Honorable you can stay with our leader. You are our special guest, we recognize you. Honorable Chairman of the CDC and Chairman of the CDC Legislative Caucus, we want to use this time to first of all say welcome to Grand Basel County, where the hospitality of the nation begins. As tradition demands, we want to welcome you traditionally. And so the people, the elders of Grand Basel County, to be precise, electoral district 3, and our neighboring county, they are saying that, as you can see in the state, the well to see here, similar our people in Grand Basel County, they believe in farming, and that is why we are always able to feed ourselves when it's time to our traditional food. As you can see, the egg, this egg is wet and it's similar to the purity The people of Gambasa County, the people of this district, they have a very few, and they want to inform you that they are not.
Well, we're back after the news break. Those of you who've been watching and following, yes, these are some of the highlights happening over the weekend in the corner of County. Yes, again, thanks to our news team for bringing our news narrative. We saw the right here is the regular feature at 7 o'clock. We saw we bring you 15 minutes of news on our news app of Thursday on our newsroom. So, again, people. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to all of you. 18 minutes past 7, that's the time check. What to do? Yeah, this evening with a lot of things, especially we are on bit of teaching more deeper into the local Koroba situation. Those of you who have followed what has been happening with the local Koroba, them, the position, and sharing, and love, the fact the tough talking man. I will play some of the videos so that some of you who been doubting, some of you who also work along with Honorable Yeke Koloba by them, some of you who know Honorable Yeke Koloba, some of you who and Honorable Yeke Koloba also interacted doing the should I say doing the what kind of this? Doing the struggle, right? Yes, indeed, doing the struggle because some of you were saying the struggle by them. But how come we want to end the struggle? Has the struggle ended now? Or we still struggling for the they also want to say for the sake of the people, the struggle continue. But again, we stay into these struggles, and I guess that most of us people, even if you are taking your pay, if you behind the same, you're collecting some kind of money, please at least. You have other people too who are struggling. Let me be frank. We have a lot of people who are, if we don't have anything to do, they are seeing out there we have anything, nothing. Even some of our people are working, like in fact they are not working. So that's why when you have, when you're into so many positions, don't forget about your brothers, don't forget about your sisters, because at the end of the day, you too, you were one of them before, even though your life, maybe the little step up of your life. But the rest of the team will join us here very, very soon, please. Good evening again, good morning, and better still, good afternoon. With the, we also play the happening from the Supreme Court with the former final. Look, very interesting. With the former final minister, Samuel Detour, and that of the government of Liberia as to what they call economic sabotage. So the government of Liberia carried Samuel Detour to court for what they call economic sabotage and so forth. I don't know what are some of these things. What are the evidence and so forth. What everything is said already. Not for all to just waste all of our time without us getting evidence against people. We're always accusing people of so many things. At the end of the day, sometimes government spend a lot of money, and sometimes some of the cases go back, without any results. And our people will be thinking that yes, sometimes the cases have been compromised just because of maybe political affiliation, political, as you may call. So yeah, again, we hear people. Let me see. I'm looking for one of the people. Well, anyway, let me see. Let me play the one too. By them the foreign information minister now. Yeah. So yes, these people.
The opposition. Until you can focus on somebody, okay?
Election,
anyone who calls themselves a staunch supporter of the opposition. Until you can focus on somebody, okay? Who calls themselves a staunch supporter of the opposition. Until you can focus on somebody, okay? You need to see the doctor.
Jobs, why you are still
this man is a clear example of what commitment, not to individual, but to a country. Who calls themselves a staunch supporter of the opposition. Until you can focus on somebody, okay? You need to see the doctor.
Okay, good.
This man is a who calls themselves a staunch supporter of the opposition. Until you can focus on somebody, okay? You need to see the doctor. This man is a clear example of what commitment, not to individual, but to a country. Everything
Right.
Yeke doing now about himself is about Liberia.
Right.
Yeke would have who calls themselves a staunch supporter of the opposition and think you can focus somebody Yeke, you need to see the doctor. This man is a clear example of what commitment, not to individual, but to a country. Everything Yeke doing now about himself is about Liberia.
Right.
Yeke would have chosen to dance to the tune of We Are There and be making some money, enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Let's get him. They wanted him to do that. This guy stands firm. You the party doing all your thing on your say the CPP break apart. You can't get down for it. You got way in local campaigning. You got what in Basel, what they don't there. ANC say having something tomorrow, you will be there. As far as you get concerned, it is the rest of the opposition versus we are.
Yeah,
You're not going to say, you're not going to say, I'll be going to Unity Party team or Liberty Party team. I will not go to the one. When ANC doing something, he will go there. When Liberty Party doing something, he will go there. When UP doing something, he will go there. My respect for Yeke is high, right? Let me say this to you. I said this thing to somebody in the past that I was not too involved with this thing. I told them the reason why they have provision for the lawmakers to have chief of staff, special assistant, why were you calling, is because even the president needs management. That's why you have a minister of state who is chief of staff to the president. All somebody that Yeke needs is a good office chief of staff that manages him well. That's all you need. Other than that, the guy is exemplary as far as commitment to the cause of the people, to the interest of the people is. And a lot of them are like that. It's not just the messaging, right? But they are like that. And my respect for Yeke, any day, anytime. There's a friend of mine. We got personal friendship. He's a journalist. I just forget the man. He's in Yeke district. He been coming in my inbox, telling me all the time he's running in the place and blah, blah, blah. Why would I support? I said, my man, there's no way. If my mom go to that district and say they're running there, I will support Yeke over my mom. That's what I told
you. So there you have it. There's no way that anybody who will come over or if I will contest in the district. Just imagine the man said, even one of his friends, a media person that, was also contesting, a journalist. And at the end of the day, he said, you have to tell the guy, no, forget it. Don't even waste your time because even my mom or even my mother go there, I won't support her because on the Yeke Kodoba is the best. How can now the man who go the opposition but then claim that he was the best now turning to be the worst? What happened? How come? Where are we? Why someone isn't happening? Are we really sincere to ourselves as people? Do we really have the country at heart to really deliver, or we are always playing the games on our people and making sure that our people suffer from abject poverty, and at the end of the day, we get there and play the games, eat their monies, and do anything that we want to do. Like Honorable Musa, as somebody said, the corruption in us is legalized, and that's the fact. We do these things in the name of, my salary is by law. I made 10,000 is by law. Who made the laws? Somebody ask yourself, people, how the laws came to be? How the laws today that we are all passing around with today? And are we the one that made the laws? And what the Constitution said, according to Article 1. How can the laws now we can go back and say, no, the other law we made yesterday is that maybe we were happy over plus, or maybe we were cheering when we made the laws. So can we now go back to review some of the laws that we made because it's not helping us? No. But we are happy that the laws that we made yesterday, or in fact that we're making today, that's why when I see some of you, our people out there, the other lawmakers just saying that in fact they don't care no laws, they don't care. Do you know how many laws that we have that need to be looked at? Do you care to know how many laws that even have been made that have zero impact? But every day people should carry bills, every day people should carry laws, every time we should make all of these laws today. Where are we today? Most of the laws that we made today, they are all affecting us negatively. Somebody ran $45,000 car, he said about law. Which law that will tell you that you should go out there and steal from your people and put them into poverty? Only in Africa and Liberia. When it reaches They celebrate. The religious people too who are also serving as, and I know they call them advisors. These advisors, I don't know what are they really advising our leaders on. That was, I was asking someone today when the person and myself were having some interactions. I was asking the person, I said, what's your own take when it comes to the government? President Mabel, I'm a strong supporter of the government. I'm frustrated. Man. He said, Mabel, you're looking up down to you people because our town and our team has already gone out, but we don't know exactly what's going to happen to you people, but I'm frustrated. So about, do you sense that maybe there is something that maybe people, the surrounding is bad? But it's Mabel. Even if the surrounding is bad, nobody forces you in that surrounding. You can remove yourself from the surrounding. I was like, wow, that wisdom, that complete wisdom. What the man was telling me today, Mabel, if, as you're asking me about the surrounding, if the surrounding is bad, which of course I will agree with you on, the person or the leader himself, when he's serious, he can have himself removed from his surrounding and open your eyes and see exactly what's going on. But because most of our leaders too, they come with the too many praising him, the too many people worshiping them practically, even to the extent that our own religious people have to bow to these people, to our leaders, in the name of getting jobs, getting positions. So at the end of the day, the leaders, they are already on top of the people. In fact, they own the people, so they can do anything to the people and nothing will happen. Is that not the kind of country we live in today? Religious people that's supposed to be independent and telling the leadership that no, we're hearing too many complaints on this side. This is not right. Mr. President, your lieutenants are not working. This is what they need to do. The other thing is not functioning properly. How can the labor issue, the people have issues? How come the people are working and they are not getting their just benefit? They know all this in the Bible. They know, or maybe in the Quran. They know this thing. But because they joined and they also have their secret society, what kind of religious person will be both into worldly things, into society, and at the same time, they want to be serving God? Who told you? But we are allowing most of these things are happening. Some of the people, they're in their secret court and all of these things. And at the end of the day, most of our members know these things. But we blind our eyes. But we're looking for solution. Why? We are the one that always encouraging the demons in our lives. But we're looking for solution. We're looking for Holy Spirit to come and find a way for us. What kind of a terrible society are we building and keep building for our children? All Liberians not the problem. The issue here about our society is corruption. That's why we are living in poverty like this. Nothing else. The monies that are meant for the society or for the country, few of people are the ones enjoying everything. While the majority of our people are going home without. Can you imagine our person or even brave to talk about, oh, how government let me pay electricity bill? Government, oh, you can't say you want to do the one, you have to pay. So we are the one that paying the bills. Mr. President. We are the one. We struggling people that can't even get salaries in time. We are the one paying for bills. We are the one paying for LEC. And the government is owing millions of dollars. You think it's right? Every time you get called over, we have so many issues to talk about. We have so many issues to even focus on, but we'll leave everything and focus on you get called over, because at the end of the day, most of you politicians, what you are into is how to buy time, how to get your less salary every month with more. So that's all concerns you. So that's all concerns you. Nothing else. You don't get time. You don't get time how the people feeling. You don't get time how the people life going on, how they are fighting each other in the traffic, what happened in the traffic, how life level our people. You don't care. The only thing is your car should blow siren, or it should be having siren on. You pass, all the other cars park. and you pass. I don't know how some of you can feel. I don't know how some of you can feel. I know you feel happy. I don't know, maybe it's the society that some of you in, maybe that will continue to make you people to have. I don't know whether you can really have the sense of empathy or the sense of direction, or maybe you have the thinking cap on, or you just choose to do wickedness to your own people. Because nothing else happening. It's just about corruption. Nothing else. But now, instead of us focusing on how to redeem our people, we are now focusing on the Boyeke Koruba. That would be until the entire year will end. Tomorrow, March will be ending. I overheard about yellow machine distribution in this month, 2 hours and so forth. How far we want that one pause? What kind of country we live in? What kind of a society that we live in that every time our people will cry every time for better lives, better leadership? And, you know, and they may ask me again, say, Mabel, do you think, why is the way forward? I say, well, for me personally, before, let me play the Yeke Koroba video, then I'll go to the land of Israel with you, so that we can hear from you too. So when you ask me, I say, oh, my brother, for me, we will continue to change leaders until we get tired. I want to win. I think we'll continue to change. Maybe one day, I said we should continue to change leaders. Maybe one day, one other person will come. But I told you, I said, Liberia problem is systematic. Until we can restart, break that entire yoke or that system with real force. That's the only way that we'll move forward. You bring John Brown, who will still be dancing with the same noise until that person decide maybe not to go by the old trend. Because sometimes by the time they get there, let me tell some of you that can be following your leaders. The system can look at our leader for 1 week. Let me tell you today, you don't know most of these things. The system, the terrible system that we're talking about today, they can observe our leaders for 1 week. So now 1 month to see how they will react to the system. The system can give you gift, you hold it. The system can they donate they want, you hold it. The system can they give. So you start holding things, you start associating, you start going for a meeting with them. You don't. You finish. You finish. And that's where we are today. I'm not saying you don't have to go for me, but when you just take power, you already get all of your things already while they plan for inauguration is ongoing. You have all of your maybe bullet points, or you have everything that you will work with in the first 6 months of your governance. When you put all of these things in place, my people, I know that in fact you want to give me the, but please hold your key for now. Thing that you can afford. Therefore, I seen it happen with the entire Guinea Wahala today. We can afford pickups. In fact, 1 million pickups. But Guinea people can and donate pickup to you. You open every little thing. You only gift. Like you are the only poor. Like you are the only group of people that don't even have money. People donating, giving you things. You holding it. And nothing for free. Or if I'm nothing. No, some of you don't even know that. Anytime when people give you gifts or things, something that they want for you. How come you are not giving me gift before? How come when the president was struggling by then, when he said that he was living on loan, why did gifts? Why most of these people, these society people today that saw him with one photo when he holding back to back? How come we're not seeing most of these people? Yesterday. Where were they yesterday when the president was struggling and taking loan? They were nowhere around. So logically, sometimes you got to think. Well, again, they finish with your system, my president. They won't want a job management until maybe if you go back again, well, that's it. But if your time ends, if Liberia people choose maybe to change you, well, then that's it. But on a very serious note, our system have been hijacked, and political parties, I don't know, even those I just say the greedy politicians, they want to spoil the country. So I don't know which. But anyway, let's take this break quickly. But that's the thing, brother AB. Nothing free. But Liberian will let it free too much. Every little thing Liberian want free of charge. Even you get Liberian money to go and buy something that maybe, for example, that thing at $200, they will still go down there and go and beg. They want last price. In fact, they will not even buy you the good one. They will go and buy you some kind of a crooked thing just because they want to get caught, because they want to steal. Now, what happening today with people learn business, people and people having issues with trust? We just mess up. We mess up with everything. Everything of ours is just mess up. Even to the extent they give you money for you and your friends. You will take that money and go and eat it and do different and kind of laugh. Oh, they make me $10 or they make me $20 instead of $100. You will invest or something just because you want to steal. That is the system we live into, Mr. President. Well, again, let's move on with this short break. We'll come back, we'll go to the line.
I'm breaking all of your activities. Don't want to close my mouth. Don't vote for me. All of you, I want to vote for me. For me to not discuss the person that you made president. Don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when they do wrong and the way job we are doing wrong, the first I will get it and not first job we are doing. When you want the country to go straight, you got to learn that twin model, right? Yeah, today, Ambassador, we are dealing with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And I will not know in your faces. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not a real friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka will help me president or honorable comments. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said that problem, an OA problem. When an OA problem, you're not the job we are there. When an OA problem that you will not solve it, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and now watching your government. Everybody there to solve it. And the Mokado say, oh, that problem, an OA problem, and you know, anybody can do it now. Let me tell you, truth today, Allah. So I'm begging all of y'all. Anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me. My job is to talk.
Thank you so much, and these are things that some of the supporters of political parties or government that what they keep saying, they country problem where one point the paper made the problem. Which problem? He said you can solve the problem. They tell labor, in fact, they take men job and give it to labor. Now they give the job to you, you find all kinds of excuses. Well, then we'll move to the line to interact with you. Our callers quickly to this caller. Good evening. Yeah. I know, my dear brother.
They don't put a country first. That's the first thing. Because when you put your country first, then you love the people. Look at the report, $700 and some more billion. Releasing money coming from that movie. Look at that money. The people suffering and begging up on the street. The country is talking about thing, the project evil, man. Thank you.
Thank you. So the property we are living, my brother, that's it. We are just living on man-made property wickedness. Now what's suffering us? Everybody just fight for their own and go there.
us. Seventeen play yo. The other area Guinea, the guys there saw the other time, like the class the thing that Guinea or there for the thing that we getting. So then we want to say that okay, the government give power, struggling for money because they get money, and then they sold some of our area to Guinea. And like an issue there. Now when you see the president not talking about it, you see the defense minister not talking, you see the justice minister not talking, all of them not talking. They know what happening.
All right. Thank you, my dear brother. Keep the calls coming to 07702033125. That's the number for you to call this evening, for you to be part. Indeed, we here. Today's caller, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you. Good evening to the team of powers. Yes, this is Hussein. My name is Hussein Kewa. I call from the traffic. I listen to the different comments. But first, let me say this, that the government is engaged with the situation they are the border. And hold on to the fact that the president is very key, in terms of seeing the welfare of the people in that border when it is part of the agency of government. You follow the news. The National Agency, the National Disaster Management, and the health priority were all discussed in Lofa, giving food and non-food access to the citizens who feed, the scene. All of that, the government has continued to make engagement in terms of resolving this issue. So if somebody who suggests the government has done nothing, then maybe you are not following the information. So what is the issue? So, the president said something, and we all have to take care of it. If this country we just think politicians will think about the election is tomorrow, and they will not do things in the interest of the people, that God will not succeed, will not move anywhere. But the brother said we should not think about the next election, but the future generation.
Then why the president is not focused on the legal corruption of our system and making us to be able poverty?
So that's your own view, and I'm not going to question that. But what I'm saying is the precedent, there should be precedent that will be set in this country when the Baka leave the service, you journalists and young folks will say, yeah, there was a president here, and you said the president. What are some of those precedents? Look at Faraki down as the who turned up Faraki have gone beyond by after supporting this administration. Because he went against the law. He disrespected the higher court of our country. But if you get being a representative elected official, it does not give him the right to come and make loose statement against the state.
Before I tell you review, so yesterday we see this statement yesterday was heavily supported by you people by then when you're in opposition. How can you are totally against these statements?
He against the law, so the law is the law.
We law. David King, David, good evening. Yeah, brother, go ahead.
David King for the public, and I do join you from my Sktv-Lib resident. You see, sometimes when I listen to the comical guys, when they come to talk to national issues, they make me to believe that the guy was never sincere like a president.
And that is the same we in yesterday. You people did the same thing yesterday. So we'll continue to be supporting the politicians, even
when we were in power, people said George Weah was inept. George Weah was this, George Weah was that. The demon Nazi. But you know what I like about what's happening right now? Everything that they ever prayed for to happen to our government, it is not happening to this government. And they are ashamed. They are very ashamed and disgraced. This government is very irresponsible because how can you have a responsible government in a country? The president left for here and went to Guinea. Upon his return, we saw the situation escalating. The situation further escalated. Guinea they were not on our soil. But when the president came back, the Guineans came on our soil and said the president returned from Guinea. The president had not been able to tell us what happened in Guinea. What was in that communique that he signed? He had not been able to tell Liberian people. The president should once have the courage and be man enough to tell the Liberian people that the job that we gave him is our employer. Is our employer rather. We are his employer. So when we give you a job, we expect you to perform. If you cannot perform, we'll ask you, why are you not performing? So it is a given for the president to now tell us what about in our communique that is signed the three presidents in country before you in Liberia.
All right, thank you. David Killer gave other people the opportunity. Hello to this caller quickly. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Ruben Stewart from
Mm.
one of the things I'm looking for Liberia, we are not very patriotic. I live in Ghana. Ghana have sea boundary, the sea with Africa.
Mm.
I know there one journalist or one Ghana citizen to go against.
My man, I don't even know why when you call the show, you just be saying what kind of thing. Why you call to go against? You know what is happening there? You don't even follow Ghana news. You can't talk about to go against. You just go, you call, just say all kinds of things. So we're going against what here now? Because you always saying this when you call, you be saying that people they're not patriotic. How you want people to be patriotic? I mean, let me go, man. I'm not gonna waste my time there for no reason. If you continue on the path, I will black you. So let me just give you the last warning. Say you patriotic, more than another person, go to the politicians. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Charles Cooper, I call from Tuput Road.
Yeah, Charlie, go ahead quickly, my brother.
Yeah, you said something in passing. Let me speak to you quickly. You are talking about our cheerleader. Sorry to say, many of our cheerleaders are even worse than the politicians. Don't see them, many of them are only using the cars as a canopy to hide their behavior. Mm. But you see, most of the things that the politicians are doing, they're getting full support from hearing our cheerleader. That's why you see the crown our father of the year, mother of the year, because they are financiers.
Mm-hmm.
They see corrupt politicians, they want financing the cheerleader. Sorry to say, not all of them. Well, a few good ones, but many of them are worse than the politician. That's why I told you that leadership while Liberia is going to curse. And if we don't break the curse, maybe we think what is happening in this country, we feel it no more. But it's in all sectors, maybe in the church should be
yes, no accountability. That's the kind of tribal system we want to come here. Other people want to be talking about people not patriotic. You patriotic more than who?
Some of them really become pastors to killing their own members. So maybe if the church is not correct, then you think a politician will be correct. So maybe my brother, this country, if we don't stand strong to bring the leadership Christ that is upon this country, we just feel one of the politicians got power. But in the church, maybe
it's true.
They're using the Bible, they have controlled the people by using the Bible to exploit the very people that they say they pray to prosper. How can you pray for someone to prosper if you see suppressing the present people? I mean, maybe inside our nation, man, I don't know where we really got it wrong. Where I really come upon this country, maybe.
Thank you, my dear brother. We don't know. Maybe one day, God will give us that leader. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, man. Good evening to the panelists.
Yeah, my sister, go ahead.
Guys, for the discussion. Maybe you started with a social issue. Maybe they are women. He said that they are women are doing things for the panel. They are close to and they are not announcing it. They are women responsible for rape and they are not announcing it. Okay, that part of sugar lover. We know how they end. They just looking at the buying. So I can't go take for it. They will put out one extra. They got to the government. Maybe I told you the other time, I said, Java, they put it to remove from that to offer the kind of money they spend to water there. And now, anyway, the other time, someone, foreign minister, when before when I pay the breakdown, and it means the funding now to go 7 later back to that generate money again so that the money don't remove your cat. Remove your cat, we say, only by there.
All right. Thank you, my dear. To this last caller, then we'll go for the day. Hello. Yes, my brother. Good evening.
Thank you very much. This is the common board chairman. I'm seriously really enjoying the support. Therefore, we are looking for the person who committed our traditional act, right? Who committed treason, right? Now, what I want to do is to set in our mind the immigration officer at a border. Oh no, who instruction and left the border force to keep back to Labrador in laying in Labrador? Who ordered them to steal votes to Labrador flag? All these, question, when they answer this question now, then we can look for the real person who committed a traditional act, whether it was your cat or it was another person who
All right, my dear brother. Thank you. Thanks to all of you, our callers. Indeed, that's the best way to go. We all will have to respectfully disagree and to agree. And to my brother, let me just give you this last, because for me, I can give people a lot of time. Follow here. Let me tell you, every time we come on the video, we're not coming here to joke. We're not coming here for your normal politics that you play. We're not coming here for your praise and worship politicians. We know most of them, we interact with them on a daily basis, but some of us, we don't care, because at the end of the day, the thing that matters is the better life of all Liberians. So when we come here, we're not coming here for your normal politics. You don't follow international news more than even me. You don't even follow anything. You just work on the scratch card or maybe data in your phone. You call and be acting like you are maybe some kind of I don't know, strong soldier or waiting for politicians. These politicians, you will not hear their children sounding the wisdom of you can sound even on the radio. Their children are enjoying all of the best of lives. You sit down there when people can be comparing. Oh, I will not be. You patriotic? You. The kind of bullet we can take to come here and talk. You can do it? Well, anyway, some of you, that's a life. So please, if you want us to have a very good, funny time, it's my brother Hussein, and I have no issues. Hussein, when I told the only thing I'll be asking questions, because by them, when you oppositions, how things was led. That way you always see me question Hussein. But I have no issues whether Hussein is right. The only thing, stick to the topic, stick to what we'll be discussing. You come here with your, I don't know, is our president patriotic? Let me ask you. So people are living in poverty, going to bed without food. You come here, you talk about patriotism. I don't even know what some of you can really be thinking. Same thing, church burning in Ghana, and so the people to go and quench the fire or go look for fire or service or fire truck. They are there pressing and singing and I don't know, do all kinds of things. People just go to school for nothing. No common sense. When people talk these things, you get angry. I don't be an issue. They did two every they say maybe move on. I'm 100% satisfied about when I come here and talk everything from my heart. I don't owe nobody. I don't owe loyalty to anybody. So let me tell you all, my brother, we are patriotism. Every time you call on the radio, so you go to the issues. You will be telling people about Ghana there, and you will not hear generally talking. The same general that you can be using day and night. Carry us back to back. Make that you'll be calling of getting sleep. Who come out to country about things that happen, and then you come and be doing. I already have your number. You call next time. You don't go to the issues. You call here and be telling people about this. That's just the end. Maybe until I move on the show. That's the end. I will not take your call or black you. Simple as that. Thank you. I'm not doing it to ever intimidate you, no, but go to the issues and be able, because you don't know the frustration that will ever be anything. You don't know the thing that will go through. Just to get off to where we are today. How many civil society organizations or groups that you seem to be like me talking? Everybody want to survive. Anyway, good night. See all of you on tomorrow, people. That's it. But AB, we gotta go. We're going already. We see you on tomorrow by God's grace. And that's it, people. Good night from an end right here on the Sktv show. I'm Johnson Mayborn Kula. Yes, we see you again on tomorrow by the grace of God.
Now what vote for me? For me, no, not they for the person that you make president. Don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when they do wrong and the way God we are doing wrong, the first I will get it and that first God will. When you want the country to go straight, you got a lady like Queen Mother, right? Yeah, today, Ambassador, we are say I did it with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And we're not doing enough cases. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not a real friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka will help me president or on the comments. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said, like, bro, an OA problem. When an OA problem, you're not the job we are there. When an OA problem that you're not solving, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'll put it, and I'll watching your comment. Then put it, and I'll solve it. Yeah. And I say, oh, like, bro, an OA problem, and you know, anybody can do it loud. Let me tell you, truth today, Allah. So I beg you, all of y'all, anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me. My job is to talk. It's say, I beg you, all of y'all, like he say, you want to vote for me to close my mouth, don't vote for me. All of y'all, I want to vote for me. For me to not expose the person that you make president, don't vote for me. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I don't want to other vote. Because when you vote for me, when you do wrong and the way job we are doing wrong, the first I will get it and that's what job we are. When you want the country to go straight, you got to learn that twin model, right? Yes. Yeah, today, I mean, Ambassador, we are myself, I dealing with CDC. Everybody happy, right? But tomorrow you will feel bad. And we're not looking enough faces. Let me tell you the truth. So the only thing you can do, I beg you, you're not really friend. Don't vote for me because you don't want me to discuss Ambassador Kwaka when you're being president or on the comments. Don't vote for me. Because when you vote for me, forget it. Because when I went to my president, he said, like, bro, an OA problem. When an OA problem, you're not the job we are there. When an OA problem that you're not solving, not the job we are there. You put it, you got to solve it, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'll put it, and I'll watching your comment. Then put it, and I'll solve it. Yeah. And I say, oh, that bro problem, an OA problem, and you know, anybody can do it loud. Let me tell you, truth today, Allah. So I beg you, all of y'all, anybody been in another food, right? Yeah. When you now want me to talk, don't vote for me. My job is to talk.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us here and the parents from there. So welcome my life with Africa.
I lyrical
Master.
Play Paris who make on you. I can't Sktv-Lib. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you say no money, emu aye yo. And you love family, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must so rather lofa and grandbaza.
And I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I delay ya to money, and I salia ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the TV, and I don't forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must so rather lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flashing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monserrat, Sano to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.